Hi dear audience, hope you would be fine, and today in this short video we would be talking about how to develop the research gap in your research. Mostly students come to me for the selection of their topic, and the very first question are the ambiguity which they usually say that sir we are searching some topic, and particularly we are unable to trace out the gap in that theory. For example, if we talk about the post-colonialism, if we talk about the ELT, means English language teaching classrooms, the students are confused that they do not know what might be the area of that research gap. ELT is the very large field. Then how one has to crack down that area, and how one has to search out that gap for basically one's research. I might call the research gap as like a seat, means your seat. If you are traveling on a bus of the research, so research gap is your seat. So you have to find out your seat. So this is very typical and tricky as one. Today we would be talking some tricks are the steps what are supposed to be done while doing our searching when you are the new one in the research. So first of all, develop the research gap. It involves the identifying an area within a topic. I would be giving the examples of cultural trauma as well, which was my study for the PhD. So therefore, as a parallel example, I would be talking with that cultural trauma as well. Then 9/11, post-colonialism, means for example, my area was of the post-colonial, and from that post-colonial 9/11, and from 9/11 particularly, there were two types of the trauma in the post 9/11 times. One was the psychic trauma, and the other one was the cultural trauma. But I did work on the cultural trauma, and then I specified two novels from the American fiction and two novels from the Asian fiction, and with that those novels were identified. Means two novels from the American fiction from a particular writer, and two novels from the Asian fiction of the particular writers. And my theory was also particular, so you have to identify. Now I lie in the post-colonial fiction, the post 9/11 fiction, and then in the category of cultural trauma. So when you are going to identify a topic, an area that has not been extensively studied or explored, it is crucial for establishing the need of your research and demonstrating its significance. As we have been talking, that research is supposed to be significant. If your research is not significant, that is of the no use, and that's better it that you should have to not conduct the research. Here are the steps that might be helpful for you while tracing out the gap. Usually students come without any reading. They go to their supervisor without just having any interest of their area. They just go bluntly to their supervisor and say that, sir, I need a topic. Sir, I am searching a topic. So before going to your supervisor, you have to understand the existing literature. For example, if you are going to conduct the research in English language teaching, ELT, then you have to point out, for example, challenges. For example, more broadly, I say that I am looking a topic on the use of technology in English language teaching classroom. Then definitely I have to search out first I have to search out the data on the use of technology in education. Then I should have to trace out the use of technology in English language classroom. Then I should have to trace my own space, that whether I am going to trace out or see the incorporation of digital technology in speaking skills, reading skill, writing skills. And then further, this digital technology includes mobile phones, this includes softwares, this includes some artificial intelligence. There are a lot of things. So then I should have to specify. So the reading of that literature, existing literature, is very much important. So start by conducting a comprehensive review of the existing research on your topic. Read the relevant scholarly articles, books, and other publications to gain a thorough understanding of the current state of knowledge in the field, means where that field is right now standing. For example, if I talk of the medicine is standing. I am not good in in scientific technology. For example, let me say that we are standing on the laser technology in medicine. So if I am going to first, I should have to have a complete knowledge of that laser technology. Then I should proceed more beyond or more forward than the laser technology. I should not come less to the laser technology. I should proceed forward, as the basic purpose of the research is for the benefit of humanity and the benefit of the upcoming generation. Research is like a time. As time always move forward, similarly research always move for the problems, for the solution, and for the upward time. So the next step which one has to be careful, that is identifying your research question, that what you are going to do, what would be your major focus or agenda of analysis and doing research. So determine the specific research questions or objectives that want to be addressed in your study. These research questions should be the focused and relevant to your topic. In our previous video, we have talked about the qualities of good research questions and what should be the characteristics of good research questions. So analyzing the existing research, the third step is that analyze the existing research. See the difference between understand the existing literature and then analysis. The first step is just going through, and the third step is analyzing the existing research, means what might be the gap, what might be the limitation of a research. For example, if some topic has already been conducted, the use of digital technology in American classrooms, in the classrooms in America, that study was conducted. Definitely the study which was conducted in America, that might be conducted in Pakistan as well. So I would be searching out that whether this study has been conducted in Pakistan or not. Even if this study has been conducted in Pakistan, means the use of technology on speaking skill, then I may conduct my own study, the use of technology on writing skill, or the reading skill, or the listening skills. So I should have to analyze that what has been not done or what is missing in the already existing literature. So evaluate the existing literature critically and identify any gaps, limitation, or unanswered question. Look for inconsistencies, contradiction, and areas where the research is lacking. Then fourth point is that consider the recent developments, that what might be the recent developments in that. For example, COVID-19, that was just that has no history in medicine. Yes, there was the history of virology, means viruses, and there's these breakings, means crisis at large. But COVID was already having a family, means this COVID virus was already having a family. Family means not in that familial terms, but it has a virus family. So but the way COVID-19 has affected the world, that was for the first time. So keeping in view, means in the history of research, we have seen that a significant research has been conducted on the COVID in the medicine, in the field of medicine, in the field of teaching, in the field of transportation. For example, there have been a lot of apps which started booking your home delivery, your medicine, your books, and all that. So COVID-19 has just opened a new vistas, are new avenues in the field of online business, online teaching. So while doing the research, consider some recent developments in that area. So explore recent developments, trends, or advancement in the technology that may be created new opportunities for research. Consider emerging technologies, theoretical frameworks, policy challenges, and societal shift that could influence your topic. Then look for conflicting findings or interpretations. Means if there are conflicts, then you can easily conduct the other ones. You can interpret. You can bring your own research, which might be the, resolving those interpretations. Examine the studies that have produced conflicting results or interpretations. If there are discrepancies in the findings, it indicates a need for further research to resolve those issues or inconsistencies. Then consider practical implications, reflect on the theoretical implications of the existing research. Ask yourself if there are the areas where the findings can be applied, or areas where further investigation is required to address the real world challenges. For example, I give an example. Recently, every student or every parent or teacher is afraid, or is facing the challenge that his student son is facing. Means for teachers, the students, and for the parents, the sons or the daughters. The mobile have affected their vocabulary and their spelling. Means the use of mobile has affected the use of spelling mistakes in the sense of selection of the writing of the sentences. So by this we can conduct our own study. So the other thing which you have to do is that engage with the experts. Then go to your supervisors, researchers, professional practitioners, and seek feedback from them, such as professors. Discuss your topic, ideas, and ask for their insights on the potential research gaps that you might have missed. Similarly, reflect on your personal experiences. Consider your own experiences, observations, or encounters related to the topic. Is there any something you have noticed or encountered that has not been adequately explored in the literature? Your unique perspective can contribute to identify the research gaps. Consider the interdisciplinary approaches. For example, agriculture is very associated with that of economy, and environmental sciences is very much interdisciplinary to that of economy as well. So consider the interdisciplinary approaches as well. For example, politics and literature are very interlinked as well. Feminism and literature are interlinked. Feminism and media studies are media discourse is interpreted. Feminism plus digital social media is interlinked one. These are interdisciplinary. So explore the possibilities of integrating knowledge from different disciplines or the fields. Identify areas where interdisciplinary research can shed new light on the topic and bridge the existing gaps. Then once you have gone all these steps, then refine and articulate the research gap. Then you have to look at yourself that where do I stand. So refine and articulate the research gap. Based on your analysis, refine and articulate the specific research gap or research question that your study aims to address. Clearly state why the gap is significant and how your research will contribute to filling it. Remember, this is my conclusion, that developing a research gap requires a comprehensive understanding of the existing literature and a critical analysis of its limitations and the gaps. It is essential to position your research within the broader context of the field and then clearly articulate the significance of addressing the identified gaps. I think this is sufficient for your tracing out the research gap. If you have any question, you may ask me. With this, goodbye.